The desert oasis of the Coachella Valley, known for its world-class resorts, its golf courses, and international tennis tournaments. But you may not know perhaps one of the valley's best-kept secrets and richest defining traditions. It's home to the tastiest and healthiest superfruit around.
It is the best spot in the United States to grow dates.
Almost all of the dates eaten across the USA, 85% of the country's date production is grown right here in the Coachella Valley, a place where date palms thrive like nowhere else, soaking up the hot desert sun.
And the dryness and the low humidity make for a place that is unmatched around the world.
In the winter, date palms are dethorned, getting them ready for pollination and the new crop. Flowers bloom in springtime and become fruit that grows in bunches, just in time for fall harvest, a year-round cycle Albert Keck knows well.
I wake up every day raring to go. It's always an adventure.
Like many date farmers in the valley, Albert's family's been doing it for decades. They just celebrated 75 years.
We started with my grandparents just prior to World War II. We've been bringing in a crop every year since then.
As he'll tell you, the story of how the Coachella Valley became the center of the nation's date industry dates back more than a century to the 1890s.
It's one of bringing food to this country.
The USDA, trying to find food sources for a growing population, imported the fruit from Africa and the Middle East, setting up experimental plantations in the U.S. It soon became clear there was just one place where they'd grow best.
And so eventually the U.S. date industry centered around the Coachella Valley, and it's still the predominant producing area in the U.S. today.
Today, by some estimates, the Coachella Valley has exceeded 50 million pounds of annual date production, employing thousands of local workers year-round. It is an industry on the rise.
We see it going straight up. I mean, every year we have more and more people that are looking for product. We seem to be sold out year in and year out.
Here's another one over here, Anthony.
For father and son farming duo Bobby and Anthony Bianco,
The bunches are just starting to come out.
growing dates has been a lifelong labor of love.
Grew up in it. Since I was 5 years old, I came to work out on the ranch, and this is what I knew I wanted to do.
Through the centuries, dates have been dubbed as nature's candy because of their naturally pure, sweet flavor. It's hard to believe something so tasty could be so good for you, but dates are one of the healthiest fruits you can eat.
I don't think you can find a fruit that's more nutritious than a date.
In fact, since biblical times, dates were thought to have healing powers. These days, they're enjoying a bit of a renaissance, thanks in part to elite athletes who swear by them for peak performance. Tennis star Novak Djokovic, who soared to a #1 world ranking, loves dates so much he eats them between sets. The superfruit is rich in polyphenols, plant antioxidants that have a higher capacity of reducing oxidative stress and are nutrient-dense in fiber, potassium, and manganese, along with 16 vitamins and minerals. Dates are heart-healthy, meeting the American Heart Association's criteria for foods that are low in saturated fat and cholesterol.
That's why I think dates would be good to get into schools and school lunch programs and things and get the younger generation eating dates.
And when you give them a try, now you'll know. Chances are they were grown right here in the Coachella Valley.
The Coachella Valley is home to a lot of super things. We have super golf tournaments, super tennis tournaments. We have super concert venues. And we also have the center of one of the U.S.'s super fruit production areas with dates right here in the Coachella Valley.